Hey guys, I'll be back at you with another story about veterinarians. Email. Dr. Marel Klein had been the only vet at Willow Creek Animal Hospital for 8 years. The clinic sat on the edge of town, a low brick building with a faded mural of smiling cats and dogs on the side wall. After 7 p.m., she handled emergencies alone. No techs, no receptionist, just her, the fluorescent lights, and whatever came through the door. One February night, around 1:30 a.m., the emergency bell rang, sharp, insistent. Mara checked the camera. A woman in a heavy coat stood outside holding a pet carrier. The carrier was shaking violently. The woman looked up directly at the lens, eyes wide and unblinking, then pressed the buzzer again. Mara opened the door. Cold air rushed in with the smell of wet fur and something coppery. "Can't wait," the woman said, voice flat. "He's hurting bad." She set the carrier on the exam table. Inside was a large black cat, long-haired, eyes dilated to black pools. It wasn't yowling or hissing, it was making a low, continuous growl that vibrated the plastic. Blood matted the fur around its mouth and paws. Mara gloved up. What happened? Got into a fight, something bigger. The woman didn't elaborate. She just watched, arms crossed. Mara sedated the cat carefully. Ketamine and midazolam. Standard dose for a 15-pound male. The growling slowed but didn't stop. She opened the carrier. The cat's mouth was torn, tongue lacerated, but the real damage was deeper. Puncture wounds in the neck and chest, deep enough to hit muscle. She cleaned, sutured, and started fluids. That's when she noticed the cat's eyes. They weren't reflecting light the way normal feline eyes do. No tapetum lucidum glow, just flat black, even under the exam lamp. And when she leaned in close to check the pupils, the cat's gaze looked at hers, unmoving, aware, like it was studying her back. She took it off. She shook it off, adrenaline fatigue. The woman hadn't moved. "He needs to stay overnight," Mara said. "I'll monitor him." No, the woman reached for the carrier. "He comes home. He's not stable. He could crash." The woman smiled, then small, thin. "He won't." Mara insisted on at least another hour of observation. The woman agreed reluctantly and sat in the waiting area scrolling her phone. Around 3 a.m., Mara went in to check on the cat in the isolation kennel. The lights in the back were dimmed to night mode. She flipped the switch. The kennel door was open. The cat was gone. No blood trail. No knocked over bowl. Just an empty cage, blanket still warm. She spun, heart kicking. The hallway was empty. She cracked every room. Treatment, surgery, pharmacy, nothing. Then she heard it, the same low growl coming from the front. She walked slowly toward the lobby. The woman was still there, but now she was standing, carrier on the floor beside her. A door to the parking lot was ajar. The growl came again, closer, from under the reception desk. Mara crouched. The black cat was curled underneath the desk, staring up at her. But its mouth, the sutures were gone. The wounds were closed, not healed, just gone. No scars, no blood, clean fur. The cat opened its mouth wider than it should be possible. Inside, the tongue wasn't torn anymore. It was long, too long, forked at the tip like a snake's. It didn't hiss, it spoke, soft, raspy, human sound. You shouldn't have touched him. Mara stumbled back. The woman was already at the door, carrier in hand. She looked over her shoulder. He remembers faces, she said quietly, all of them. The door clicked shut behind her. Mara locked everything, called the sheriff, who found nothing. No tire tracks in the snow, no woman matching the description, and spent the rest of the night in the break room with the lights on full. She reopened the clinic the next day, business as usual. About 3 weeks later, a new client brought in a sick ferret. While Mara was examining it, the ferret looked up at her, eyes flat back, black, no reflection. It made a small, deliberate sound. Not a squeak, not a word. Not a squeak, a word. Next. She sold the practice a month later, moved 2 states away. She still practices, but only daytime hours, only routine wellness, and she never works alone after dark. Sometimes, though, when she's closing up and the clinic is quiet, she'll hear it again, that low growl from somewhere in the back, and she'll check every kennel twice, because part of her knows he's still waiting for his next appointment. Thanks guys for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.